and making sure that all of our friends, and even people that we might not have met yet, they might be future friends. There might be some future team leaders out there. They could be all the way, who knows, maybe in Antarctica. They could be down there in Antarctica hanging out with penguins. And, you know, you never know when, look at that. The people on YouTube right now are just watching a bunch of penguins. I think that's cute. All right, let me get myself back around to this. Oh, I can still hear myself talking on the YouTube here. So I'm going to quiet that down. We're going to hold on just a moment, everybody. And we are going to make sure that I don't have to hear myself twice. All right, there we go. That was funny. I just saw on YouTube, I walked on the screen and then I walked back off the screen. And you know what? That's part of the fun with all this, everybody. We're here on a Wednesday. It's the holiday season. We're right kind of in the middle of it. We had the holiday we had Christmas, we had Hanukkah, we had all the holiday festivities that just kind of happened a few days ago. And remember, we had a Monday workout where we were kind of burning up some of those calories and getting ourselves moving and kind of keeping our consistency. Remember, that was something we talked about a lot on Monday, is having consistency with your fitness. And even if you're maybe having a rest day where you're taking it a little easy or something like that, you still want to have the consistency. You don't want to let your body get into a habit of not doing activity. You want to have your mind and your body kind of always thinking, I want to do activity. I want to get up each day and I want to try to do something today that's going to help me to be my best. And that's what these workouts are about. And that's why we do them 3 times a week right now. But remember, if you can't get to the live workouts, you can join us on YouTube at any time. If you subscribe, you'll get notified when we do a new workout, which is 3 times a week, and you can work out along with us and share it with your friends. So let's make sure we do a water break to begin with. I'm doing pretty good with my water today, but remember, just like on Monday, we want to drink a lot of water during our workouts. We want to make hydration a big part of our fitness plan. And so let's always be drinking water. And also, if you need to have a snack during the workout, that's okay too. You can have a snack and you can relax and you can watch along, or you can participate in everything I do. Remember, you can do it sitting down, you can do it standing up, you could be laying down. And if you're able to move around in different positions, try out some of the different exercises, the different ways that I do. So just like we always do, we have to start off with our breathing motto. So if we had somebody in here who's already requested to do the breathing motto, Ben, do you know if that's happened yet or not?
I don't think we've done that yet.
Well, let's have me kick it off. And then if you want to do the breathing motto at the end, let us know in the chat room. Remember, this is on for the live show and you can do that with us. But I haven't got to do the breathing motto in a long time. And I kind of miss my friends. I miss having my buddies here with me. I'm surrounded by a bunch of penguins right now on the green screen. And I'm going to do this breathing motto for my penguin friends and for all of you. And let's get ready to do that. The oxygen's going in, the carbon dioxide's going out. And here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. And breathe out the sad. Breathe in your best. And breathe out the worst. And breathe in your power. So you reach your goals first. Nice job, everybody. Remember, we have goals when it comes to fitness. If you don't have a fitness goal, you are right in the perfect time of the year to start thinking about what that goal could be. Maybe it's a exercise goal. Maybe it's a mental activity goal. Maybe you just got some new puzzles for the holidays and you're thinking, my goal is to complete a 1,000-piece puzzle by springtime. Well, whatever your goals are, you got to keep them in your mind. And when you're doing your activities that help you get to your goals, remember, if at any time you get frustrated, you just do that breathing motto and it's going to help you to feel better, getting that oxygen in, getting that carbon dioxide out. And let's do that even during our workout today. So let's start warming up our neck. Remember, our head, we got to keep care of the structure that's keeping our neck on top of our shoulders. And so I'm going to move my head around. Now, again, I'm thinking about penguins today because I got penguins on the background. And can you imagine the penguins moving their head around? Now, penguins, I feel like they have great necks. All right. When it comes to birds, I think penguins, they have some really interesting bodies. And I think it's really interesting that penguins don't fly, but they have their fins instead of having wings. But these incredible necks that these penguins have, let's look around this Antarctic scene here. We're going to go side to side with our head. And now imagine maybe you're a penguin and you're moving your head around side to side, looking amongst all the other penguins. How in the world are you going to be able to find your friend in this group of penguins? Look at these guys. They have all beautiful kind of white chests and they got the black head with the black beak, and it looks like they're in tuxedos with like a little yellow scarf on. I think they're cute. And I think penguins are neat to think about when we're doing our warm up. Let's go one more, turning our head side to side. Now let's look down and up. Again, this is something a penguin can do. It can point its head down while still keeping its body up. Look in the picture. See if you can find a penguin. Are there any penguins with their beaks up in the air? I think I see one over here. This guy over here. He's working out his neck. Now, are there any penguins with their heads looking down? Look around the picture. Do you see a penguin? Oh my gosh, what about this guy over here? What's he looking at? Also, look at this guy. What's he looking at? They're doing the exercise with us. They're going down and up. Let's do about 2 more, and let's hold it up here for a minute. Look up at that mountain. Wow. I'm glad I'm not up there. That looks cold. Remember, I was up on Palomar Mountain yesterday, up in San Diego, and it wasn't snowing like this, but there was some snow. And snow in San Diego is always super cool. All right, the next one we're going to do now, I've never been to Antarctica, but I don't think there are any giraffes or turtles down in Antarctica. So let's put some down there right now. Let's go ahead and reach that neck out. I'm going to bring my neck forward. Now, again, imagine a penguin tucking its head in there. And then imagine a penguin reaching its head out. Look again, look in the picture. See if you can see. Look at this guy right here. He's got his head. He's tucking it in. And look at this guy right here, maybe. He looks like he's reaching his head out a little bit. So again, this is all something that we can do. Penguins, it looks like they can do it too. So this is the turtle head. And then we're going giraffe neck. We got to stretch that neck from our shoulder all the way through. You're going to feel it. And remember, if you know what that muscle is called, put it in the chat room. I'll tell you what, if you know 2 of the muscles in our upper body right here, between the upper back, the chest, the shoulder, and right here, it's not the shoulder. That's not the name of the muscle. I want you to put them in the chat room. Let's see what responses we get. All right, bringing that turtle head in. Let's go one more time with the giraffe neck, stretching, and we're elongating our neck, and then we're going to bring it back and we're going to tuck it in. And when we tuck our chin, you can see it looks like producer Ben, he's on top of it. I think he's got trapezius in there. Well, remember, when you tuck your chin, you're going to feel it in the back of your neck, and that's a good thing. All right, the last one we're going to do. And now, I don't know. I'm looking at these penguins. The penguins, they got to have ears, but they don't have ears like this. And so let's imagine, I bet penguins, they're probably some of them doing it. Let's do that ear lift where we're not really turning our head as much as we are lifting one ear. It's going to look like my head is leaning because I'm really focusing. And now I could do this straight. Like this is a whole head lift. I'm lifting my head up off of my shoulder. But what I want to do is just kind of on this one side here. So I'm going to lift my ear. There it is. And you're going to feel it. You're going to get to the point where you're going to start to stretch right through your neck. You got a really cool muscle there called your sternocleidomastoid. It's a super neat muscle. Call it the SCM. Let's go ahead and reach this way. And we're going to stretch. Again, we're working on that trapezius too. Everything here with our clavicle, with our shoulder blades even, and then with everything that's the structure of our neck. Again, it's supporting our head. And it's so important. Let's go one more time each direction. Lifting that ear like I'm trying to listen up into the mountain, see if I can hear. Is my brother up there? My brother likes getting up in mountains. I got to see and listen for him up there in the mountains. He'd be blowing the whistle or hitting the horn if he needed help. I don't hear anything. He's probably doing just fine. He probably made an igloo. Remember, we've done our igloo workout, so I'm sure if we're ever in this situation, we can build that igloo just like we've always done. Now, like Nick just said in the chat room, Nick's keeping us on top of our schedule. We have our shoulder rolls. Now, again, look at these penguins over here. I mean, they don't have the same type of shoulders as we do, but I imagine a penguin has enough ability there in that flipper to lift it up, to bring it back, to bring it forward, and all the way around and down. And so again, let's think about it again. We got to use our imagination. I love imagination during a workout. A lot of workouts that are real serious, but when you use your imagination, you start to be able to have fun with your workout. I'd rather do a workout that's fun than a workout that's serious. I can have fun doing a serious workout too. Sometimes your serious workouts get real fun. Let's move those shoulders around. Remember, we can do this one shoulder at a time. I can move it forwards. I can also do kind of like, well, I guess this is forward, so that would have been backwards, or maybe this is backwards because I'm going in a circle. All right. Remember, if I wanted to go just forwards and backwards, I could do that. Let me show you sideways. I'm going to bring my shoulders in. Now, again, I'm stretching that shoulder blade. All right, right up in here. Real important. I'm going to bring them back, forward, back, forward. And I'm trying not to do a shrug. I'm just moving my shoulders forward, and that shirt's coming up there because it's got to go. It's got to stretch. All right. And then we can also go up and down, just up and down with the shoulder right here. So if you're doing this with me, you're going to keep your head kind of straight forward. And I'm just bringing my shoulders up like, I don't know the answer. And then I bring them down. And when I bring them down, I'm not bringing them here. I'm not shrugging. Remember, I'm trying to push them down so I can get some space right here. It's real nice. All right. The next one we're going for, we are going to be doing, this is a producer's favorite. I love it. Our producer, Ben, always doing a great job. And now we're moving that elbows. We're doing that kayak row. Now, again, I feel like penguins, they probably like doing stuff like this. Let me see. I got another penguin picture up here too. Let's go. Let's keep that elbow moving. Let's go. I can do one elbow. Remember, one elbow or two. And even though I can multitask in here, look at this guy. There's a little penguin. Let's give him some attention. This little guy, he doesn't even know he's in Antarctica, and we're out here working out with him on our screen. All right, we got our elbows again moving around. Now, again, look at that penguin. It doesn't look like he has elbows. So I don't think the penguin can do the elbow circle. So let's do a couple good elbow circles. I'm going around this guy. Remember, I can make a big circle, or I can make a little small circle. Now imagine this is kind of like my flippers, like the penguin. Remember, again, I can go up and down. This is a great exercise. This way I don't have to use the weight of my arm being real far away from my center. Look, I got weight close to my center. And so I'm going up and down like the penguin. Even just holding him up right here is going to be working out that deltoid muscle. I saw that in the chat room. We got that. We had some great answers in there. Deltoid, trapezius. Remember, we got pecs. We got the rhomboids, sternocleidomastoid. I just said that one. Come on. That's a tough one to spell out. Let's get those elbows going a little bit more, and then we're going to go into our arm circle. So again, we talked about penguins can't fly, but you know what? Humans can't fly either, not naturally. We can't just flap our wings like a blue jay. We can't be like one of Sandy's blue jays and just flap our wings and fly off to the next tree. Well, penguin's the same way. If a penguin was like, I want to go over there, it has to swim. Now, you know, I love swimming. I love being in the ocean. And also, like, oh, where'd I go?
John, your camera keeps.
Yeah, it does.
Focus.
It's, you know, probably because I'm in a weird spot with the light. Remember, lighting is everything when it comes to having this green screen like this. Let's keep those arms up for about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, you're going to feel that in your deltoid, but you're also using so many of those muscles that encompass our shoulder and make a good connection with our arm to our upper body. It's super important that we challenge that area through exercise in a variety of different ways. And even just having our arm out there, remember, that's going to be a contraction from the muscles to support that arm. And then even though the arm isn't continually contracting and getting longer and shorter, we're kind of holding it steady. There is a little bit of shortening and lengthening in there, But what we're also doing is kind of remember that isometric contraction. And that's where the muscle, it's not moving a whole lot, but it's still giving a great amount of energy to the exercise. And so a lot of our exercises, especially in the beginning learning stages, we can focus on some isometric exercises real slow and really let the muscles kind of get a feel for what we're trying to do. Now, the next one we're going to do, we're going to be moving our upper body around. So before I do that, I'm going to move this light. There we go. Right in my eyeballs. Okay. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to do a little bit of upper body, kind of shift side to side lean. Okay. So remember, this isn't quite yet doing the teacup. All right. Or the coffee, maybe call it the teacup or the coffee pot. I don't know which one's which. I'm going to make it up here in just a second though. I think we're going to go teacups overhead and the coffee pots to the side. Right now, I got my arms right here and I'm thinking about my core. I'm thinking about my spine and I'm thinking about all the muscles that are from my hips that are all up in here. All right. So as I move my body around, as I maybe turn side to side, or as I lean side to side, or maybe as I lean forwards and backwards, okay, we're working out now our core. Our core has become the focus of this warm up. So now I'm going to take that to the teacup. I'm going to go over my head with the teacup. I got this penguin right in the face there, and we're going to go up over our head, reaching up. Now, again, I don't know if a penguin can do the teacup. I'm trying to look at this penguin right now, and I'm trying to imagine that penguin doing a sideways lean and bringing that flipper. Maybe that penguin can. I bet that penguin can do this. Let's try to do it ourselves. And let's think about, again, what we're doing. We're leaning over at our hips to the side, and then we kind of reach one hand up like we're trying to maybe do a high five. All right, so this one's the teacup. Now I'm going to do the coffee pot. So I'm going to have my hand down to the side here. And again, I'm just going to kind of tip over and pour out, just like the nursery rhyme song would go. All right. I like my new watch on the screen. Look at that. That blue. My wife got me that. I'm so happy. All right. Tipping it on over. And I can go maybe one overhead and then one to the coffee pot here. So I'm going to go right hand goes teacup. Right hand's going coffee pot.
John, we can use that for the breath hold again.
Which one? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Let's go teacup, coffee pot. So we're only doing one side now. I am working out my right side. You can see I'm stretched right here. Now watch this. As I come over this way, now I'm stretching again on my left side and my right side's contracting. And imagine my spine has a little bit of a curve right here to it going all the way to the top of my head. Now, when I bring that back, now I'm back in alignment. Well, it's okay for us to move around in those positions because we have muscles. And that's what our muscles do for our skeleton is they give it structure and they allow that structure to not only be stiff like a building, but it allows it to be flexible, just like a penguin is here too. What other pictures do I have? Do I have any more penguins on here? Oh, I got something even better than a penguin. Let's get this guy up on here now. Polar bear. I'm going to move over this way. I got to get out of this guy's way. He's too close. That's too close to be to a polar bear. I still feel like I'm in danger. But what I want to do now is just like this polar bear, I want to work on getting my hands on the ground. Now, so far I've done this whole workout. Remember, I'm sitting down and I'm on a stability ball with a green piece of tape on it. That's why it looks funny. If I was sitting down at home, I might want to do this exercise with maybe one hand to the ground, maybe two hands going down to the ground in front, or maybe I might go to the side where I might try to reach for the ground, or maybe for my ankle. Maybe I'm reaching for my shoe. Maybe if I'm in a wheelchair, I might be reaching down to try to get the caster or try to get my wheel in the touch right there. And we're just going to work on that flexibility of lowering down towards the ground. Now, if I was standing up, remember here, I'm going to be going down. I'm going to stick out my butt. Oh my gosh, I'm right here in front of this bear. I got to get down like him. I got to let him know I'm a bear too. And then I can go right back up. So let's do about 10 of these. That was one. And so we're going to go down, touch the ground. We're going to go into that bear position and 2. Going down like the bear and 3. Oh, this bear's scared me. If I wanted to show him what I got, I could take a swipe, and 4. I don't know if that's a smart idea. I'm going down, trying to get that bear out of here. 5. Now, what I'm doing when I put my hands on the ground and I reach my hand up to take a swipe like that, it's getting me to balance as a tripod. I got 2 legs and 1 hand on the ground. Here I'm a quadruped. I got 2 hands and 2 feet on the ground, and I'm leaning forward, and my body kind of even shifts forward. Watch this. Watch as I come down in here. My weight's back this way. My weight's still behind me. Now, as I go to the ground, my weight comes forward. I could even bear crawl out. I could walk it back in, come back up. Let's try that. Let's do about 3 more. Let's do that bear crawl. Oh my gosh, I'm right underneath that polar bear. There we go. Let's go for 2 more of these. Going down on the ground, reaching myself out, crawling out. Yeah, let's go for 1 more. Bringing myself down, looking up, looking at that bear. All right, I got to get out of there. Nice job. All right, so remember that bear crawl, hands on the ground move. It is going to help us to have confidence when we are moving closer to the ground. And that can be very important in a lot of circumstances. And what we want to make sure is that when we're getting small, when we're getting low, let's do ball. We'll do a star ball here in a minute. When we're getting small and we're getting low to the ground, that we're using our muscles to prepare for that possible touch on the ground. Because what we don't want to do is we don't want to fall. We definitely don't want to fall. And a lot of exercises are going to be designed to help with preventing a fall. You might not even know it when it happens, or you might realize, wow, I almost just had a slip and I didn't. And then you got to think, well, maybe that's my fitness. Maybe that is the exercises that I've been doing. Maybe I'm hydrated and my body has the energy because I've been breathing well. So let's drink some water. Let's take a deep breath. Still kind of scared about this polar bear here. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we got. It's a cold day. Remember, it's a cold one. Oh my God, oh, another polar bear. I'm back. I'm over this way now. We're going to another polar bear. All right, the next one we're going to do, I can imagine a polar bear doing this one, and this one would be the witch's pot. Now, remember, I can picture this polar bear just sitting down. And can you picture a polar bear just sitting around a big old pot, a gumbo, maybe a big old pot of soup, stirring it up? He'd probably like a salmon soup, and we're just stirring it up. And remember, with the witch's pot, we're bringing our arms close to our body, then we reach over to the left. We go in front of our body, over to the right, and go around in a circle. That's if I'm sitting down. I want to work on that pattern. And like I have my hands together, I'm going to use my right arm to help out my left arm. My left arm always needs a little bit of assistance from my right. I try to get them to work together like that. If I was standing up with the witch's pot, I'm going to bend my legs and by sticking out my butt. And I'm going to go down and out, up and in. So remember, I don't bend my knees and squat down as much as I want to think about sticking out my butt and then letting my body just follow it down. Nice and easy. There we go. Nice job. We got some of that top row working out right now, doing great with this witch's pot. We're stirring it around. And remember, in just a few minutes here, we are going to have a hula hoop fiesta going on. So if you got a hula hoop, you're going to want to have that ready. I'm going to stir my witch's pot 3 times going the other direction. Again, I'm going down and out. I have a pattern now, up and in, down and out, up and in. And remember what I want to do. If I'm standing up and I'm working on really any exercise, I want to work on training my mind to communicate to my hips. And if I want to go and get my water that's right here, I don't want to lean forward and really stretch out for that water. What I want to do is I'm going to stick out my butt, and that's going to let me to stretch out and still have my weight. So if I have my water bottle right there, what I don't want to do is go up to it and try to do this and try to round my back over. All right. And you can see it's tough. My body wants to do it. And what I want to do is I want to go here. And if I stick out my butt, I can lower down, pick up that bottle. I could even just get closer up to it, get down, pick it up. But even as something as this water bottle, imagine if I went to go down and pick it up and all of a sudden I felt Like, oh my gosh, I might have to touch the ground. I was going for the water bottle, but now I'm going for the ground. Well, that's when your exercise mind is going to kick in. It's going to kick in fast. And that's why we've been doing all this training. And as you go for that water bottle and you realize, where is it? There, it's still not in the picture. Where is it? There it is. All right, as you go for that water bottle, and you realize, oh my gosh, I'm not going to get it. I'm going to forget about it. Maybe I go to the ground, do a bear crawl. And then I hop up. Then I take care of this a second. Maybe I get closer. You know, maybe I do, again, stick up my butt, squat down and pick it up. But all of our exercises, remember, they serve a purpose. And a lot of that purpose is for us to not only be strong, but to prevent things that might happen that are unexpected, that then they could take us out of doing the fun things that we want to do every day. Let's go ahead. The next one we're going to do is going to be our elbow circles. We'll also be able to do knee circles with this exercise. So we're trying to move our core and our hips. If I bring my elbows in here, and if I focus on just moving my elbows, I can move them up and down. All right, lifting my elbows up and down. I can move them side to side, just like that, moving them side to side, almost like I'm doing a cheer. Oh, this polar bear is trying, he's going to get me. I'm going to move over here. And then I can also, remember, go in rotation. So I can bring, look, I got my, watch this elbow right here. Left elbow is going to go down, up, all the way around, up there by my eyes. And now look, that left elbow, it's almost on the right side of my body. And now the right elbow, same thing. It's going up over my eyes, making that circle. Now, if I was doing this with my knees, remember, I might have my feet a little closer together. And again, I keep forgetting about this polar bear. You guys got to keep me on my toes, remind me. Moving my knees side to side. All right, side to side knee movement. I can also go forward and back. So I can bring my knees forward. I can bring my knees back. And you can see, look, I got pants on today. I always wear shorts, but today it was cold. I got pants. And you can see how they're crinkling up. I'm standing up straight. And here I'm stretching out. Just like these muscles are lengthening when I lower down here. This quadriceps, this whole complex of muscles, it's going to stretch out and get longer as I do that exercise. Nice. So I'm moving my knees. Now the next one I want to think about also, maybe moving my ankles. All right, move my ankles up and down. Well, you're thinking maybe I also want to do the same thing with my wrists. So again, let's wave bye-bye to the bear. I'm waving bye-bye with my hand and my foot. Look at this. This bear he's looking at me like, what are you trying to do to me? Maybe I'm telling the bear to cut it out. I'm going side to side with my foot, side to side with my hand. I'm like, cut it out, bear. All right. And then again, I got that rotation option. Now, that's the one that we have a lot of places in our body. And now if you need to hold on to something, imagine I got like a little imaginary chair here. That'll help you with the balance on this exercise. Sometimes with this exercise, if you're working out your ankle, you might think, I don't want to have to do all the balancing like Coach John has to do. And so then that's when you would want to hold on to something, but still do those exercises. And you can do it with your foot very low off the ground. Let's get that wrist moving also. All right. And again, you don't have to lift your foot up real high. I just do that because I want you to be able to see on the screen that I'm moving my foot up. I'm also getting a balance little sneaky workout in there, and that's good too. All right, moving it around. Let's keep it going. Let's start thinking about some hula hoops. We got our eye circles. We got our deep breathing coming up, and then we are going to have to warm it up here in the Arctic because it's cold. And the best way to warm something up is with a hula fiesta. And so that's exactly what we're going to do. All right, I'm going to change this bear. This bear is getting dangerously close to me. And let's see what else I got. I got a couple cool cold pictures. Where was this other one? I really liked it. All right. Remember on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube and it's not live for you right now, it's live for us. We're on Zoom doing this workout and it is cold. You can see here, we got the polar bears. Look at this. That's a tree. That's a big tree that got knocked down. I'm going to put myself in that tree. When I saw this picture, I thought about we'd do the polar bear crawl. We'd go into that tree. That'd be kind of neat. All right, with this one, let's see. Hopefully that doesn't, you know what? That's too much. You're not going to be able to see my eyes. Let's go to something that's going to let us pick this up and have a good background here. Is that blue? There we go. Blue screen. All right, to the blue screen. So remember with these eyes, remember everybody, the exercise is the most important thing. So sometimes if we got to work some things to figure some things out, don't ever feel like you can't do that. If you're trying to do an exercise and you don't like the way things are, then take the time to make them right, because you're the one doing the exercise and the benefits are for you and you want to be happy with what you're doing. So remember, take the time to make your exercise and your workouts right the way you want them to be. That's never going to be a problem. All right, on this next one right here, you're going to see we're going to be moving our eyes. I'm going to be looking straight up. Right here is looking at the camera. That's what that looks like. And then this is looking up. I'm looking up at the ceiling and then I'm going down. I'm just looking straight down with my eyes at the ground. And you can see that. It's okay if you look at the screen for a moment and you check out what I'm doing. That's okay. You don't get to see this too often. Nobody's ever going to probably just do this in front of you, especially not on YouTube or on a live thing. But you know what? The exercise is what is most important. And so what we want to do is we want to focus on, again, using our mind, connecting with our body. I'm going to move my eyes side to side. So I'm going right side over here, looking at you. And then I'm going left side. I'm looking at you and then over to the right again. Looking at you, over to the left. Back at you, over to the right. I'm going to do one more to the left and rest. And again, remember, you're going to feel that there are a lot of muscles in our face. There's a lot of muscles in our face. And, people don't really start to appreciate them until they get much older. And then they're like, oh, I really wish I had my muscles in my face. I wish they were the strongest they could be. And it's like, well, how much exercise have you done for your face? And so that's something they don't want to be asked, because they are probably going to say none. And you're doing exercises for your face. One of the best exercises you can do for your face is the smile. And I'm talking about a great big smile. An authentic smile is best. But if you have to try to make yourself smile, do that. And then you might find that you start to feel good, even if you weren't feeling good. So let's do a smile hold. We're going to hold our smile for about 3 to 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and smile. And relax. We're going to do another one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and smile. And relax. Now, on this last smile, this is what I want you to think about. I want you to think about something that makes you super duper duper happy. I'm going to think about right now, my wife and Charlie Brown are just having fun. They're playing right now, and she's giving him maybe a bone, and he's so happy. He's the happiest dog in the world. I'm going to think about that in 3, 2, 1, and relax. So again, sometimes you're going to get those smiles on your face, and you're going to feel those emotions inside your body. And we want to do that. We want to feel good, and we want our brain to have that association with those good things. Also, not only making us smile, but making us become the best we can be, making us exercise well. So let's have a sip of water. We have our breath hold coming up, and then it's the hula hoop fiesta. Get ready for those hoops. Maybe before the hoops, maybe we can do no, we'll do it after the hoops. After the hoops, we're going to do probably a rope pull challenge. And I think today I'm going to be pulling the rope. I'm going to figure out a challenge for myself, though. We'll figure that challenge out. All right. Remember, on our breath hold, we are going to hold our breath because we can. You don't have to hold your breath. You can go throughout all of your life maybe without ever having to hold your breath. But if there's ever a moment, maybe in the future, where you're thinking, I might need to hold my breath. And maybe you're out in the water with me, with my friends at Waves for All. Maybe you're out somewhere and it smells bad and you just got to hold your breath. You never know. You never know why you're going to need to hold your breath, but we're going to practice it because we can. We have that power over our lungs that we can hold in that air, and we can allow that oxygen and that carbon dioxide to do their thing, so we can bring one in and get the other one out. And here we go. We're going to do 3 breaths. On the 3rd breath, we're going to hold it. We're going to go today for 20 seconds. 20 seconds. That's a reachable goal. That still could be tough for some of you, and I want you to try for it. But if you need to breathe, that's okay. We'll do 2 breaths in and breathe those out. On our 3rd breath in, we're going to hold it in. So let's breathe in and out. In, out, in and hold. 20 seconds. Great job, everybody. I made it. I could start to feel my body was wanting to breathe. And you're going to feel that. You're going to be doing that exercise and you're going to feel your body wants to breathe. You might be able to mentally challenge that for just a little bit longer. And you might notice that that actually starts to increase. And as that increases, you got to start to think to yourself, well, I might want to start doing some more cardiovascular exercises to just put on more and more work for the lungs and the heart, making them strong and just keep building on top of that base, that great breath hold base. All right. Like I said, the next thing we're going to be doing is a hula fiesta. Let's have a sip of water. And real quick, I'm going to talk about some hula hoop stuff. And then we're going to have me and our team leader, Carla. We're going to be on the split screen together. So I'm going to stay here. I think I'm going to stay on the green screen and I'm going to be hula hooping with Carla. When Carla's done with her routine, we're going to have a water break. I'm going to go to the studio and we're going to do a couple other new hula hoop exercises. I mean, I'm talking hula fiesta. So let's have that sip of water. All right. And remember, everybody, first I want to see, what does a green hula hoop look like on a green screen? Does it disappear? It doesn't. Look at that. I thought that would have disappeared. Who would have ever thought, oh my gosh, I can't even wear a green shirt to work, but I can bring this green hula hoop on the green screen. So anyway, all right, everybody, remember, we are working with hula hoops. We got hula hoops in the house. I have 3 of them right here. And I got all these for $1. You might pay $1 or $2 more for your hoops, but remember, there's a lot of things that we can do with them. And if you have a little bit of that holiday gift given, or maybe you want to get yourself something, a hula hoop's a great thing to do. Carla, she's got a blue hoop. I got a blue hoop, but I'm going to use this pink hoop. And I'm going to do these exercises sitting down. And Carla's standing up. It looks like the first one she was doing.
It's the bus driver.
Bus driver is first up. So we have 2 hands on the hoop and we're driving that bus down the street. Now this, you can see our arms, and now we're turning. Now we're turning that wheel. We're reaching up, bringing our hands together, passing that wheel. Honk the horn, hit the middle right there. Nice job. Carla's getting, now she's turning back the other direction. So this is multiple exercises that we're doing in this one movement called the bus driver. We're doing the passing movement where we're spinning this hoop around, and you can maybe even hear those beads. And now this is the driving motion where we got our hands up and then we're honking the horn. What's cool about honking the horn is it makes you hold that hoop up with just one hand. Great job, Carla. Are we done? Are we parking?
Yeah, we're parking and we're going to push and turning.
Okay, so this is another awesome. It looks like she's pushing to begin. And now we're doing the hoop. It's going kind of vertical and we're pushing it away from our body by kind of grabbing on and then reaching up with our arm and pushing out. And so I'm reaching up and now she's pulling it. So she reaches out, grabs the hoop and then pulls it back in. So kind of like a bicep curl or even like a little bear hug, a 1-arm bear hug. Nice job, Carla, bringing that hoop around. All right.
Twist around.
So now we're bringing the hoop. We have the hoop around our body. Nice. You keep counting, Carla. I'll be talking. You're counting. You got it.
1, 2, 3,
hula twist.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we're going to do the side to side. 1,
side to side twist.
2,
Awesome.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then we're going to do the, I bend to this one. So go back and forth. Then go 1.
Ooh, leaning out.
2.
Wow.
3, 4.
Creativity.
5, 6.
The
7,
reach and row. Reach and
8,
row. Reach.
9,
row.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now the holic up there. 1.
Whoa.
1.
Overhead rotation
2,
twist.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Woo!
Woo! Water break.
Water break. Oh, Coach John,
That was
I have a question.
excellent,
Do you want
Carla.
me to do the silent ones on Friday night?
Absolutely. We need to learn about how to say all kinds of like Happy New Year's and
I know
learn
how
how
to
to
do it.
say.
I learned it on YouTube.
Okay, let's maybe also learn about like a sign language for the word goals. Maybe for New Year's resolution, there might be a sign for that.
And text Marty so he needs to be there.
I will. All right,
Thank you.
great job, Carla. Thank you. Carla
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Carla did a great job. She did leadership with those hula hoops. I'm going to bring up now myself again. We're going to be over here. I'm going to switch over to the studio and we are going to do a couple more hoop exercises and then we're going to get our man Byron. Oh, there I am. And look at that. I just disappeared. Just a blue screen. And let's go ahead and get rid of that blue screen. All right, there we go. We got the studio up right here. We got Byron getting himself ready to go. I'm going to be working out with Byron. There we go. Here in the studio. And all right, Byron is starting off. It looks like he's going with the exercise stick. Now remember, Byron it's a 10-pound exercise bar, but you might be able to do this with like a wooden stick or even a broomstick. Now our team leader, Nick, he's got an exercise stick that was a 5-pound exercise bar. I thought that was pretty cool. All right. Byron's jumping in it now. He's got the stick going. Byron, let's do 2 kind of short flows, okay?
Okay, short, very short.
A little bit from both. All right, here we go. Byron's got the stick. He's holding it up. Me and Nick, and if you have a stick, if you don't, do your imagination as if you're holding on here. And he's going for a squat right in the beginning, right there. He's getting down. He's doing a low squat. You can put that hand there for some support. That's okay. Or you can hold the stick for support. So as I do my squat, the stick's going to give me some balance. Nice job, Byron. He's working down the stick. You can see he's moving his hands down. He's going all the way down to the bottom of the stick. I am too. And now we're working ourselves up, back up. This is a great way to do your squats because it's going to help to keep that balance, but it's also going to help you to have some coordination through your upper body working with an object. So that's wonderful.
Here comes the witch's pot.
Oh, here we go. Byron's going to show us the real witch's pot stir here, where again, we're moving it out. There he goes, moving it around. And we got to stir it up. Nice job, Byron. Looking super sharp in that orange Our Place shirt there too. Always looking sharp and professional. Here we go, bringing it around. Now remember with this witch's pot, again, I could do this even if I'm kneeling down. Byron's standing up. We're stirring it up, moving it around, reaching out with our arms, bringing it back into our body. Great job stirring that up. I'm going to switch knees. Nice job, Byron. Stirring it up. All right. What's he got next? He's got to get all of it stirred up real good. He's going a little side to side, doing the grandfather clock right there. And now he's bringing that stick up, holding it with 2 hands, holding it up at his chest with his knuckles up. And he's doing a side twist. Now, remember, you can see, if you relax that foot, it's called your pivot foot. And when you rotate, look, you can see Byron's going to have a little bit of a pivot in that back foot. It's going to relax and that'll let the body twist just that little bit more. And it'll be nice and gentle. You kind of come up on the toes on that back foot when you twist. Nice. Now Byron's got it holding up under his chin. All right, where's he going to go? After this is going to be coming up the sandbag flow. Byron's dropping down into a squat. Oh my gosh, this is a tough one, everybody, because you got to hold that stick up. He's bringing the stick down by his feet and then bringing it back up to his chest. Nice job, Byron. This is the lift off the ground exercise. We're picking it up, holding it up high, bringing it back down, doing a squat, kind of doing a little bit of a nice deadlift there. Awesome job, Byron. And now he's going to a lumberjack. Oh, no, he's bringing it now, knuckles down, and he is going lumberjack. All right, Byron, we're lumberjacking away. Remember, it's like we're lumberjacks and we're going through the woods, hiking through the woods, walking backwards. I love how Byron walks backwards. You guys got to remember, even if you're in a wheelchair, you got to move and challenge your brain in all directions. We do a lot of things forward, but we don't do a lot of things backwards, sideways, and twisty. He switched up. Lumberjack on the other shoulder. Moving backwards and forwards. Awesome, Byron. And he's got the TV going. All right. He's searching out for something. He's got the metal detector now. So again, this is a great exercise. I'm reaching the end of the stick and trying to reach out and tap it on the ground. All directions. You could do this one would be great if you had something on the ground as a target or something you're trying to knock over. That would be great for that. All right, Byron, he's going for the baton spin with a tap on the ground. So it's a baton spin and then a tap. And then go ahead and give us that sandbag, Byron, because we don't want to run out of time. Here he goes. He's switching it up. He's putting that stick very carefully. I like how he didn't throw that, but now he's got his sandbag. I got my sandbag. If you're at home, you might be doing this with a pillow or your imagination. Remember, you can do a lot of these moves with your imagination, and you are still going to receive a workout from those movements. Now, Byron's, you can see, so he's throwing the bag side to side, but he's also moving forwards and backwards. So there's combo challenge right here. And there he goes behind the back, threw it up in the air, caught it with the other hand, reaching out far with it just like that. That's a great extension. There you go, Byron. Nice. Reaching out, holding it up, 4-pound sandbag. Remember, that's 4 pounds right there. We're bringing it up side to side. Nice. Rocking the baby, going behind the back, throwing it up in the air. Don't do that with the baby. All right, going up high. Oh, on the ground, baby, on the ground. Got to pick it back up, move it around. Do a little floor sweeper and picking it up with a hot potato pop. And there we go. Sweeping off the ground again, going between the legs. There we go. There's that figure 8. He's again throwing it up in the air with a little catch, a little side to side, little basketball move right there, going around the back, going up in the air, on the ground, hot potato back up, going around the back, and all the way. Byron just threw us for a great flow. He's got it on his back. He's hanging it out. Look at that. The bag is on his back. He's got his hands on the ground, and he's going to try to stand up and catch it. Oh, he got it. All right. Nice job, Byron. Maybe he's going to go for the shoulder next. He threw it up in the air around the back, bringing it up. He's doing a vertical pancake toss. Keep it going, Byron, around the back again. And that's all she wrote. I know that move. Nice job, Byron. Excellent job. Remember, everybody, Byron and I, we got our sandbags. These were $4. $4. So far, our workout today, because remember, this is coming to you for free. So we got this right now. This workout right here might cost about $5, or you could use your imagination. Now, we heard earlier, somebody was saying they were at a store. Oh, it was team leader Carla. And she says she saw some of these kettlebells at a store too. Remember, if you see these and they're under $10, I'd get one. Maybe $5. This is 5 pounds. And remember, you can hold it in a lot of different ways. The other thing I really think is a great thing to have, remember, like we talked about, is these resistance bands. So we've done a couple exercises here. And Carrie, I got more exercises coming for you too. Some of them are going to use this resistance band. And we saw that last week where we were working out on the doorway out there. So I want to show you all a couple other hoop exercises. We had some good hoop stuff going, but I had two or three more on my paper here that I had written down, and I want to show. So, all right, good. We got this set up right here. I'm going to grab, I got my pink hoop and I got my blue hoop. Now, Carla did an outstanding job leading us in the hula hoop exercises. I think she might have shown us 5 or 6 exercises, everything from pushing the hoop and pulling the hoop, doing twists where the hoop was outside of your body. She also did twists where the hoop was around your body and you could kind of support your arms on it. Some super cool exercises. I did not expect the overhead spinner. That was a super cool one. Look at that. I just hit something on the ceiling and it's like it's snowing in here. And so I'll get my smaller hoop. And so, but again, this overhead spinner was super, super cool, spinning around. And again, I'm working a lot with that one on my wrists, my elbows, my shoulder, and my core. Now, another one that was kind of neat that I wanted to show was a ground spinner too. So where you might be using one hand or two hands just to spin the hoop around without it falling down. So this one here, I'm getting to use the ground. I could also do this one on like a desk. I could even do it on the chair here, but I'm just doing it on the ground. And I'm maybe using two hands to spin this around. Now, this would be, if this exercise was really tough, this exercise might be a good one to do. Now, you could also get to the point where maybe you're spinning it with just one hand. And so now I'm going to be really working on my fingertips and trying to have good control of the hoop throughout all of the motion here. And so again, I could spin this maybe with one hand, maybe spin it with just the other hand. And again, these are exercises that if that overhead spin would be tough, I could do that. Now, if I was standing up, and even if I was sitting down, I might want to think about, I want to work on something more than just spinning a hoop around. And so what then we could do is maybe work on some quickness. So as I get this hoop spinning, maybe I spin the hoop around and I try to let go and do a clap. So again, I'm getting the hoop spinning and I'm just trying to do a quick clap. Now you could do this too. Again, if you're spinning that hoop on your desk. Now maybe I want to do maybe like a kick. Let's try a kick. So I'm going to try to kick through the hoop. Oh, and I dropped it. There we go. So now I found a good challenge. Those other ones were a little easy for me, but it looks like this is the challenge to where I want to spin my hoop, try to kick. Oh, I got it. So I'm spinning the hoop and I got to really concentrate on this and then kick. Oh, and I got it. Let me try two more of these. So you can see from a very simple exercise, I can start to create a challenge for myself that has me moving kind of slow and controlled and focused. And then I have to get this spinning and then I got to make a quick move like that to get right through there. So again, very simple exercises, but things we can do where we're just spinning the hoop around. Now, Carla showed us some twists. Those are excellent exercises. Another one, and we've done this one with Bernie, I think at times, would be also passing the hoop, just bringing it over your body and down, and then bringing it up in front. So we might have the hoop coming down, and I want to work on, Carla had the great one where we were reaching out and then bring it back in. Oh my gosh, Carla, your leadership today, outstanding. I think she might have been reading my mind when I was writing down the workout for today's hula hoops, because Carla did a wonderful job for bringing this hoop out. Now, if I wanted to, I might think, well, I want to try to go through the hoop. So this is the one that Bernie has shown us before, to where we're actually going to have the hoop here. We're going to bring our body through the hoop and then bring it around. So I'm going to do about two more of those, bring it around. And there we go. Some other things we like to do with the hoops is a rolling game. Now, I thought if Nick was going to be here earlier today, we would roll the hoops to each other across the room and have a game like that. But because Nick's not here, I'm going to pretend that Nick's over there and I'm going to try to roll the hoop over there. And then I'm going to try to get over there before it gets over there. So I roll the hoop and I'm going to run over here and I got it. Look at that. I ran right off the camera. Let me try that again. So I'm going to roll the hoop. I got to give it. So now just the roll of the hoop can be tough. I'm going to do one without chasing it. I got to push it with my hand. I'm going to hold it steady and I'm going to roll it away just like that. It rolled right over there to the rope. Now, if I wanted to chase after that, I might want more room than this and I don't want things flying around, but I'm going to give it a roll. I'm going to come over here and I got it. And I'm going to roll it again. So again, I'm doing something that's very focused. I don't want the hoop just to fall over, but I know if I can get it rolling, that I can then chase it down, I can get after it. And so again, doing an exercise like that, or the last one would be the spinner where it comes back to you. That one didn't come back to me. So again, I found a challenge. I want to make that come back to me. And there we go. So that came back to me. So on this one, if I have a little bit of space, what I want to do is spin the hoop backwards. All right. Carla had us doing a backwards spin and then I can catch it. So I might do 10 of these where I'm throwing the hoop out and I'm trying to catch it as it's coming back to me. And I have to take my time. Now I'm doing this all with my right hand. And I know my friend Chris and Carrie would say, well, let's see you do it with your left hand. So I'm going to switch it up to my left hand. Oh, and I still was able to get it. And then that one let me kind of feel. The first two gave me a good feeling. Oh, there's number 3. It's starting to feel good. Oh, that one looked really crazy, but it made it. And last one, it didn't make it. All right, so I got about 4 out of 5. That's not too bad. I was trying that out with my left hand. And remember, everybody, this is a $1 hula hoop. Now, some of these activities, these are going to be great for having concentration and control. Some of these activities are going to be great for producing some balanced kind of acceleration like you just saw right there. And some of them are just going to be more about the technical aspect of grabbing onto the hoop, you know, things like passing it around, moving it around my body, doing the twists and rotations, having our hands on the hoop. It can really set up a cool kind of group of exercises. You could do these probably every day if you wanted to. Now, the last thing I want to do, I know we have our friend on here, Carrie. And so this is what I wanted to do for our last exercise. We're going to do a rope pull. I'm going to do Chris's rope pull. And I got the rope over here. It's a little bit balled up here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this rope pull. How should I do this? I'm going to do it. I'm going to be facing the camera this way. All right. I got to be able to see what I'm doing here. All right. So I'm going to face the camera this way. I'm going to pull the rope across my body, and I'm going to try to get it all to end up in this hula hoop right here. And if Carrie, if you can count for me, I'm going to see if I can do it in 30 seconds. Are you ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Yes. All in the hoop. So thank you, Carrie. Nice job, Captain. Remember, everybody, we've seen a lot of different rope pull challenges, and there's a lot of things that we could have done right there to make that maybe even more challenging. But what I did, and you can do this for yourself when you're doing an exercise, is find a way to make it a challenge for yourself. So what I did was I tried to not touch the ground with the rope, and then I tried to coil it around and get it all to stay in that hoop. So that took a little extra concentration as opposed to me just doing this where I'm just throwing the rope over to the side. That's not a great exercise. And it might be, but what we want to do is what we've seen Chris do, what we've seen our buddy Landon do, is we want to have thoughtful movements. We want to move with control and with focus. And if we have creativity, like what Carla showed us, we want to allow all that to come together in a really, really neat way that our body is just going to love. So let's have a sip of water because our body's going to love that. And let me check with producer Ben. Did we have a breathing motto candidate?
I believe Nick wanted to close us out.
All right, Nick.
John, don't forget the email.
Absolutely. Yes, I want to get the videos done, but I'll get you the email and I'll just explain some of it. Okay. Some of it might take a little bit to explain the setup. And that's why I thought it'd be great to shoot some videos.
I know I'm probably bugging you. Keep reminding me.
I want you to bug me. No, bug me. Keep bugging me. You're doing a great job. You're doing great. You're a part of this team, Carrie. You're doing a great job.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't see Nick.
Is Nick not on? Bobby's got his hand up. We could throw Bobby in for that breathing. Carla's got her hand up too. Oh, let's let Carla. I think Carla was going to do the breathing motto at the end, Ben, because she has the New Year's Eve background up.
Okay.
I think that's what Bobby was trying to tell us too. He's kind of got his head being like, yep. All right. So I think we were right, weren't we, Carla? You were going to do that.
Yes, I was right.
That's right. All right, Carla, go ahead and you can take it away. You're going to bring it on home.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the good. Bring the bad. Bring the happy. Bring the sad. Being your best. Being your worst. Bring your power. So you reach your goals first.
Yes. Nice job, Carla. Thank you for that. And again,
Friday.
bringing us the sign language every time. We love it. And again, everybody, we'll see you. We are having a Friday workout, so spread the word. If it's not even on the calendar, it
And then
is going to
Friday,
happen.
and then Friday night.
Friday
too.
Fitness Social.